Alright, I thought I'd throw a little update out as to what we've been doing. As you can see, the 4.3 is out of the blazer, front clips off. There it is. The kid thought he snapped the cam. Actually, what he did was snap the timing chain. That's the deal with it. One motor mount on one side was busted. It come out in pieces. The kid really was hard on this thing. I'm going to get in some brake clean and wipe that out. But I pressure washed it today. Hit it with some rust converter or something, and then start painting the frame on it, and get it up on jack stands, get it positioned just where I want it, and start getting everything in here done. Beat the pinch weld up, get that exhaust cut off, get all the old exhaust the rest of the way off of it, and just start getting it ready to put small block in it. I'm probably going to go TBI. The only thing, because TBI is pretty plug and play, is the fuel lines on the 4.3, as you can see, come up the front, and the V8 usually come up the mail housing and up and around and in the back. So might have to change fuel lines. Don't know yet. Those are just clamped on down there, so might be able to do something different. They're clamped and they held, so I might just use these pieces and run some fuel pressure or fuel injection line and do them up different, double clamp them or whatever. We're going to keep the AC. I'm going to use all the brackets off the 4.3, all the accessories, because they'll all go back on. I kept the pulley and everything I can use. There's the throttle body. I'm going to use it, and then if it don't work, I've got a V8 one sitting there. TBI distributor poked in there. I got a couple intakes, valve covers, all that stuff. I'll get the flywheel turned, get a new clutch for it. I'll get all new sensors for the 4.3, put them back into 5.7, so everything will work. Because I really want to keep the digital gauge cluster, so we'll try that first. I'll get all the mechanics done to it. We're going to have to put new fenders on it and new inner fenders because they were rusted through right up here on the top, which is no big deal. I've got a set of new inner fenders from the green truck from way back that I can reuse, and I'll probably pull all this aluminum trim off. But yeah, they're rusted through right up here on the inside, right behind this. As you can see, they're just rotted through. Core support's solid. All the body mounts look good. Then for this one, probably in the next 2 weeks, we got a surprise coming, something we're going to do to this engine. Yeah, we're going to do something with this engine. Has to do with something up here on the top of it. So when I get all that, I'll actually do a live video of us doing it, but I'll let everybody know what we're doing. I had to order the parts. One part got back ordered. That's why it's going to be 2 weeks, because Jegs didn't have it, Summit didn't have it, Speedway didn't have it. I couldn't find anybody on Amazon that had it, and I want the one particular part I want. I won't settle for any other brand or anything. So but yeah, we're going to make this into a little daily. Clean it up. I'm probably just going to do it like a satin black. Run these wheels till these tires go bad, because these are brand new Yokohama tires. I'll keep the Camaro wheels on it. Then later on down the line, I'll probably put like a torque thrust, or maybe even a set of these on it. So, because these are my street wheels. Well, those ain't really street tires, but I'll have another set for the front, and then I'm getting another set of wheels to put slicks on for the back. It's got Nitto 555 drag radials on it now, 275s. But yeah, this thing's still got to get the back window put in. I'm gonna make an aluminum bed cover for it. We gotta get the nitrous kit on it and everything to do with the nitrous put on it. Get the seat belts mounted, which means I gotta put the mounts on the floor, then go underneath the floorboard and come from there down to that bracing I put in the chassis. That's why the one bar I put way up here, so I could tie into it so the belts are actually anchored to the frame. And then on back here on this bar, I'm just going to wrap them around it and pull them tight. But the rest of them are going to go through the frame. We got to get the halo bar put in, the 2 down bars, which will go through the speaker grills. And I'm going to cut some aluminum plates for this so it looks nice and tight, because there ain't no speakers in there anymore. And I'll take them down and bring them through and tie them into where this bar goes through the floor right behind the cab mount and ties into the frame. So, but there's still stuff to do to this one yet, and probably going to put a wing on the back of it. But it's kind of be bouncing back and forth between these two. And then my son's got something we're going to start on. He's going to build a G-body car. So, but it's just we're limited on how much room. So what'll probably happen as winter draws closer is I'm going to redo that door back there. I'm going to build a metal frame for it and redo it. And then these tables will come out of here. Maybe another one up here in the front. Move this stuff, move this engine into the front part of the garage. And get his up here, this one up here, that one will go back there, cover it up. And then I've got a big 220 electric heater that I'm going to plug into my welder cord to keep this area warm through the winter. If I can keep it at least like around 50 degrees, I'll be happy. I'm tired of working out here, using this for heat. And then I was going to put a wood stove in over here where this wall right here I had to replace, but we'll see what happens as winter gets closer. May still put the wood stove in to use while we're working, and then the electric heater I can use when we're not out here to keep this somewhat warm. And then I got a new dehumidifier I bought for out here as well. We bought one for the house. I had the old one out here. The old one finally shot craps, so I had to buy another new one for out here. But of course the old one was like 8 years old. And I knew when it started making rattling noises it wasn't going to live long. But the upside was, the kid told me the AC worked. It did. It had a full charge on it. So that's a good thing. But we'll have to replace some of the stuff, new orifice tube, and evacuate it and flush and everything before we go back. Probably get a new dryer for it and so forth, and then put it back together. But yeah, just surface rust. All of this is good up here. Most of the time some of these rot out, but I thought I'd have to go to Safety Cap to get another set of those repair mount things, but nope, they're solid. And it's the first time I've ever owned one. All the S10s I've done that I've ever had one, that most of them were 2.8s or 2.5s that had these. So I'm wondering if I can unbolt this even with this stand and it not being down flush to the frame. Put a 2.8 mount back on there and go with that. That way I can run the same mounts I've got in the big block truck on this. But I've heard guys tell me that I can just stab the V8 distributor in it and plug it in and it'll work. I don't have to do nothing with the ECM. Other guys have said I gotta go get like an ECM out of a 1500 series truck with a V8 in it. So we'll find out. Be trial and error. But Unhooked all the wiring. I'll go back, put new loom over all of it. I got one plug right here that goes, I think it goes to the coil. Then I'm gonna have to get a new plug for it because the wire pulled out of it. But clean all this up and get loom back on all of it. And I don't know what that went to. It looks like half of the fuse holder. But then sit down and get all the vacuum lines and all the lines for the EGR module and all that put back. But yeah, we'll get it all figured out one way or another. I've done this swap once before, and I can't remember if I changed the ECU or I didn't. That truck out there originally had a 4.3 in it when I did the 4-wheel drive, and I put a small block in it. TBI was the first engine it had in it, and I can't remember if I did or didn't. I don't think I did. I think I just put the V8 in it and hooked it up, and it ran. So we'll see. And I used the 4.3 throttle. But that being said, that's kind of what we're doing. We're starting in on this one now. We'll be doing some stuff to that one here in the next couple weeks, and that'll kind of be here and there, but more focus is going to be on this one. So, and getting this build going. And then my son, his G-body build, he's wanting to build a twin turbo small block for it, so we're going to do that too. And I'll video that as we go. Not in bad shape, not for being in the Midwest. I got to fix the holes up here where the luggage rack was at. They just put like duct tape over them, but we'll get it figured out. He smeared Bondo on one of them over there, but the roof ain't rusted through nowhere. Last one I had rust holes right here I had to fix. And I had to cut this whole piece out right here and put a patch panel in. And this one's got a little rust hole here, but it's probably what I'll do. That's just cut it out up to this trim line like I did before and just replace that whole piece. Come up there, crimp it, make a lip, slide it up behind it, weld the seam, and body work it out. So there you go. It's out on the floor. And no, I'm not going to put that in here. We got a 93 short bed chassis. It's all lowered and C-notched and been done real good. And we're either going to stuff it in that truck and get another cab that's in better shape, or find us an old truck like 40s or 50s to put on that body or that frame and put this in it and build us like a little rat rod to play with. So anyway, that's all that's going on for right now. And I swear, I've done multiple S10s. Every one I've owned has either been this color or red. Every one I bought for parts always turns out to either be this maroon or carmine or whatever they call it, or red. So with that being said, the phone's getting ready to die. I'm laying the video. Thanks everybody for all the subs. I think I'm at 887, which just blows me away. Everybody stay safe. There's a lot of stupidity going around in the world right now. Stay safe. Help those when you can help them. God bless. And I'll put more up when I got it. Later.